Hi everyone, welcome to our panel, Building and Belonging, the Built Environment, Communities, and Climate Change. So currently we are facing climate change, the fragmentation of communities, the lack of climate-ready, affordable housing, and not fulfilling the potential that we could be in 2021. We're ready to move to a next system design.
These wicked problems that we are all facing have motivated us to join this MEM program. We have used our shared tools to practice addressing these wicked problems in our own unique project portfolios spanning work in Gunnison to Lake City.
We're going to talk about how our projects are woven together by remembering, idea sharing, and Game B resiliency planning.
One of the common themes that ties all of our projects together is the act of remembering. Remembering means to come together to gather together again. And all of our projects seek to gather people together to find creative solutions to the challenges our communities are currently experiencing. My project aims to create a space that facilitates the act of remembering, making it easy for community members to come together to talk, wonder, and envision the future. Annie's project attempts to help community stakeholders remember that somebody's perceived wants might actually be needs. And as an act of remembering in the development sector, design must really come from empathizing and placing yourself in someone else's shoes and working towards just sustainabilities. Sam's project is centered around high-end, sustainable, and environmentally focused facility to attract leaders from around the world to come together and remember the future of housing. This act of remembering, coming together, leads to ideas being shared and solutions being formed.
Right, Sean. Along with remembering, another commonality that threads our projects together is idea sharing. In an increasingly globalized world, we are being bombarded with information. We all dealt with accurate communication of knowledge in order to make a meaningful impact. Throughout my project, I aim to spread the knowledge and benefits of green building, practices, and sustainable living in hopes of shifting consumer demands and creating more informed consumers. I've had to focus on correct communication practices to build trust and buy-in from participants through photography, journalism, and producing intentional marketing. Throughout Sean's project, he met with multiple stakeholders at South Main and developed a weekly meeting process for the core crew. This process was centered around idea sharing and finding the best paths forward. Annie worked to correctly portray the intricate needs of a mountain community. She studied regional case studies of resilient, sustainable housing and community development practices, determining what strategies could suit Gunnison Valley. The importance of idea sharing helps to form a clear vision of the future and germinate innovation. We learn what ideas didn't work and what we can skip or leapfrog to move forward with better practices.
Thanks, Sam. So how do we innovate when using the constraints of the system that we operate in? What is useful that we have? What is worth using and not using? In Sean's case, South Main is working on non-speculative real estate. There is no vision for sell or turnover, but rather investing in both the space and its inhabitants to support the development of the future. In Sam's case, Green Builder Media is partnering with the National Forest Service to place an importance on product selection to make their development decisions support the ecological context. Her project is adjacent to wilderness, offering a complex scenario to learn what cohabitating with buildings and nature can really look like. In my case, I asked, how do we innovate to develop land in a way that sets the community up for future conditions? Game A planning has been driven by white supremacy, redlining, greenlining, and segregating communities by natural resources and industry zones. Game B plans for community equity needs, designing a fair share of economic opportunity, and adapting and mitigating to climate hazards.
So all of our presentations give descriptions of the tools that we've used to grapple with these wicked problems. We incorporate belonging into our built environments to build the future that is focused on bringing communities together into belonging, sharing best practices, and disrupting systems of harm and forming ways to navigate outside of these outdated paradigms. We hope that you enjoy our presentation.